Jen's true character. Now, she has what I feel like is this dumb blonde persona, and she wants to appear like she's very sweet, and I think she plays it really well, but she has overplayed the dumb blonde. Alexis had invited Jen. She has sent a save the date. Time progressed and whatever. Alexis, she has some sort of emergency operation or surgery or whatever. It doesn't specify what it actually was. She had reached out to Jen and she received radio silence. She then sent Jen a text message basically stating that she was disinvited. The way Alexis describes it, she said that they were really close. They formed a bond. It doesn't seem like it was just Katie that she was willing to throw a friendship away for just to stay on the show. And look, she might have been very, very close with Katie, but a 1 or 2 year friendship is not going to equate a paycheck. And let's be honest, Jen doesn't have any other source of income other than Bravo. But I do feel that a lot of people forgot the fact that this sweet woman was somebody who was caught cheating on her husband in a car parking lot. You know, this was not one of those situations where, oh my gosh, she was a DV victim, she couldn't leave, she feared for her life. It was none of that. And the fact is, what else does she has, you know? And she's been on for like, what, about 4 seasons now? I always say this, Andy Cohen always says this, your position on Bravo is not secure. Tamra has learned her lesson. If she gets fired, it's devastating and whatever, but at least now she has her podcast to fall back on. What are all these other ladies going to do? So to that extent, if I felt like, okay, well, nobody's willing to film with this girl, this is my paycheck, and I don't have any jack shit way of making money, maybe I'll marry this guy, but I don't know if his bank account is in the up and up. This is my only solid pay for now. I could understand it from that perspective, right? And like I said, I would probably make the same decision. But I say all this just to say that, you know, I think a lot of people forget the fact that when you are someone actively cheating on your spouse, you are by default somebody who has to go out of your way to make sure that your affair is not discovered. I get it. Divorces are expensive, but you should still separate. Look at Cal and Mauricio. Those two aren't divorced, but he's out there having the time of his life. And you know what? No one could give him shit about it because they separated. And see, the reason why I side-eye Jen and her sweet, innocent Oklahoma schnick is because, you know, I think of Katie at last year's reunion, season 18 reunion, where she said that, you know, she was in a DV marriage and she was basically homeless and she had to go to a shelter. And so I just look at that situation like this woman was willing to go to a woman's shelter. Jen, you're doing the nasty in the backseat of a car at a parking lot. Like, yeah, okay. No, this sweet Oklahoma girl, like, is not that sweet.